Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the felicitation tea party that we are hosting for one of our very own, now Justice Gautam Ankhad, who has recently been elevated as an additional judge of the Bombay High Court. I'd like to begin today's event by calling upon our President, Mr. Thakkar, to address the audience.
The Honorable Mr. Justice Gautam Ankhad, Mr. Venkatesh Don, Vice President, Mr. Farhan Dubas, Secretary, all my friends, senior advocates, ladies and gentlemen. Let us warmly welcome and congratulate Justice Gautam Ashwin Ankhad on his elevation to the bench of this Honorable Court by giving a thunderous applause. This occasion is not merely ceremonial. It is a moment of great pride for all of us at the bar, especially those who have had the privilege of working with and observing Justice Ankhad over the years as a colleague, as a senior, as a teacher, and above all, as a true officer of the court. He is soft-spoken, he is hardworking, he is clear-headed, and his fundamentals are sound. He is an ideal candidate to adorn the bench of India's premier High Court. Justice Ankhad's journey to the bench is nothing short of inspiring. Brilliant academic career all throughout, starting from Manekji Cooper's School, Jai Hind College, and a proud alumnus of the Government Law College, Bombay. Justice Ankhad graduated with distinction, securing MC Chagla Gold Medal for standing first in the LLB exam, an honor that has long been a marker of legal brilliance. His academic pursuits continued with a Master's in Law from the University of Bombay. Simultaneously signed articles with Little & Company for a year and moved to Gagrat & Company, from where he qualified as a solicitor with the Bombay Incorporated Law Society, securing yet another prestigious recognition, Srimati P.K. Choksi Prize for Company Law. It is a rare breed, a solicitor and a senior advocate. What defines Justice Ankhad is not just his academic record or decorated career. It is the unwavering commitment to the craft of law, his integrity, his deep respect for the institution of the judiciary, and his consistently calm, balanced, and ethical approach to the most complex legal questions. Justice Ankhad's professional path, from his formative years at Gagrat & Company and Little & Company to his practice at Amachan and Mangaldas for a while, and then in the esteemed chambers of Mr. Darayas Khambata, senior advocate, his guru. So today is a Guru Purnima, incidentally, and which reflects a legal mind constantly evolving in pursuit of excellence. He entered independent practice in 2014 and quickly established himself as a formidable presence on the original side, particularly in civil and commercial litigation. His appearances in high-stakes matters, be it in the High Court or arbitration forums, were always marked by clarity, precision, and a deep understanding of the law. And it is not just his courtroom conduct that earned him respect. It is also the way he mentored young lawyers, engaged with the academic world, and contributed to the growth of legal community. His role as a visiting professor at Government Law College, teaching company law and property law between 2007 and 2009, is remembered fondly by many students who went on to become practitioners themselves. Justice Ankhad has also been an active committee member of the Bombay Bar Association, having served on our standing committee across multiple terms since 2017. The last time he did not contest election, so I asked him, why are you not contesting election? He did not reveal me the real reason at that time. Now I know. His active participation reflected not only his legal acumen, but also his commitment to strengthening the institutional fabric of our bar. He was deservedly designated as a senior advocate in 2024, and today, with his elevation, we witness the natural progression of a truly meritorious career. In an era where fewer seniors from the original side bar are stepping forward to join the bench, Justice Ankhad's decision to accept this responsibility at a considerable sacrifice is both commendable and significant. It reflects a deeper calling to serve, to adjudicate fairly, and to uphold the values that form the bedrock of our legal system. I must mention about one virtue of Justice Ankhad, patience. Though Collegium made recommendation in September 24, his appointment was made on 4th July 25. There were 4 names in September list. One of them was appointed on 26th of May 25. We are glad he did not withdraw his consent. Sir, we members of the bar are notorious in exploiting your virtue of patience, as we will argue so much that it will test your patience. Jokes apart, Justice Ankhad's appointment comes at a time when the bench needs individuals who are not just legally sound, but also grounded in empathy, integrity, and a strong moral compass. The bench is not merely a seat of authority, but a place to quiet courage, where justice is not proclaimed in volume, but upheld in silence, thought, and restraint. Justice Ankhad is all of this and more. His temperament, marked by grace under pressure, a willingness to listen, and a profound sense of fairness, makes him particularly suited for this role. I think I must mention that Justice Ankhad is a 3rd-generation lawyer. His grandfather practiced law at Palanpur, a town in Sabarkantha district of Gujarat. His father, Ashwin Ankhad, is a solicitor, and I had occasion to work with him. He is a proud father of Aditya, that would be 4th generation when he becomes a lawyer, who stood 4th in CLAT and is studying law at NLS Bangalore. So after 5 years, we expect 4th generation of Ankhad family. Beyond law, Justice Ankhad is also known to be an avid trekker and hiker, having completed treks to Kailash Mansarovar, Everest Base Camp, and Mount Kilimanjaro. These pursuits reflect a rare blend of endurance, discipline, and a connection with nature, qualities that no doubt also shape his philosophy and judicial outlook. And if the rigors of judicial work ever become too steep, we trust that a man who has scaled Kilimanjaro won't find navigating mountainous judicial work too strenuous. As he now dons the robes of a judge, we are reminded that the strength of an institution lies in the people who serve it. I am confident that Justice Ankhad will bring to the bench the same clarity of thought, humility, and sense of justice that have always defined him. His presence on the bench will undoubtedly enrich this institution and reaffirm public faith in the judiciary. May his elevation inspire many other members of our bar or our association to walk same path of courage, humility, and integrity. On behalf of myself and all members of Bombay Bar Association, I extend our heartfelt congratulations. We wish Justice Ankhad good health and retirement from the new High Court building at BKC. May he continue to be a beacon of fairness and uphold the rich traditions of this great court. Thank you very much.
Can I request Nitin Bhai to give a small token of our appreciation to Justice Ankhad? Can I request Mr. Dhond to give a small token? Whilst we were walking here, I was talking to Justice Ankhad and I mentioned to him saying that yesterday we were trying out the new BBA app, and as a result of which a lot of you like me would have got at least about 7 or 8 pop-ups of today's tea party. So to expect a huge crowd, and sure enough when we entered here there is such a huge crowd. Thank you very much. Can I now call upon Justice Ankhad to address the gathering?
First of all, my apologies for being late here. I got delayed by about 10 odd minutes. I had to tell my brother judge that I have a bar association event. He said, right away, run there. So, Nitin Bhai, President of Bombay Bar Association, I find it very hard to call him Shri Nitin Thakkar, although I've written it down formally because I don't make that mistake again. Shri Venkatesh Dhon, Vice President, Shri Farhan Dubash, Secretary, my Guru, Darayas Khambata, respected seniors, esteemed colleagues, friends and members of this association. I am truly honored by the warmth and the affection and the fact that all of you all have gathered here for me. I am so overwhelmed with this occasion, and in one sense it reminds me that there are more people here than there were at my own wedding. So thank you very much. I must also confess this, that the BBA event last Friday evening, it almost felt like a welcome party for me as well, because everyone I met there congratulated me there. And I was thinking to myself, do I really need another party after that evening? But thank you, Nitin Bhai, thank you, Venki. I have also seen a few judges get emotional here. And I think it is for a damn good reason. One, because it is the nostalgia of this great association. It hits you hard because then you realize when you are on that side that you are not going to get to come back here. The bonding, the friendship that you have developed here over the last 20-25 years, you will have to cut it back. So maybe that's why there are people who get emotional here. I hope I don't choke, but I will try. Not to, at least. I began my career in 1999, and since then, this place has been like a second home. The rich culture, the traditions, the history of the Bombay Bar Association is something that I will miss. And I will certainly miss having the coffee and the lunch and the conversations that I've had over the last 2 decades in this place. It is this association that has shaped my professional journey. Every attorney that briefed me, every counsel that I worked with, every judge that I appeared before, and every client that reposed his faith in me, and more importantly, every staff member of the BBA over the last 25 years who has made this place so comfortable for people like me when we had come here the first time onwards. They have all contributed to this moment, and it is this learning over the last 25 years that has made this day possible. This association premises are, of course, it's a fabulous place. Every time you sit here, you talk to someone, you learn something new. There are new judgments to be learnt about. There are ways you learn how to deal with a particular court, and so on and so forth. Today is Guru Purnima, and I owe a debt of gratitude to my seniors, my peers, and also my juniors from whom I have learnt. I can't name everyone here because there are too many people to name, but there are a few who had a profound influence on my life. Kaka is right on top of that list. I made it a point to sit next to him in the library so that I could always pick his brains on something or the other, be it cricket, be it former judges, be it a book, or any other conversation under the sun. late Mr. Iqbal Chagla, with whom I learnt the art of advocacy in a long-drawn arbitration, Freddie, from whom I learnt the art of cross-examination and breaking down difficult propositions into very simple points and what to ask and what not to ask. Dr. Sathe and Nitin Bhai, thank you very much for all your support during my days at the committee and thereafter. Nitin Bhai, it has truly been an honor for me, because when I approached you that would you, with a request that would you sign my application for the senior designation, he instantly agreed, and I am grateful for that, Nitin Bhai. L. Vishwanathan, who made me grind those long hours at Amarchand and helped me shape my work ethic for the years to come. And finally, Darius. I can go on and on about him. And everyone who has worked with him will vouch for this, that the learning with Darius is not just about the law. It's much more. It's about ethics in court and outside court. So thank you, Darius, for this day as well. This day wouldn't have been possible but for Darius's and Kerman's incredible support in this entire journey till here. As I begin this new chapter in my life, I am excited to take on these challenges. I am conscious of the bottlenecks that are there, and even more so in the last 4 days that I have presided over on a division bench. This great institution, which is the Bombay High Court, has given me everything, and it's my time to contribute in whatever manner I can do. It's a conscious call, it's not a sacrifice. And I do believe that one must give back to the institution that they come from. The glory of the Bombay High Court must not only be preserved, but must be enhanced. And that will be one step at a time, when me or there are others after me and the ones before me have taken this call and dedicated themselves to the judiciary. It's hard to make promises. We all know the environment we are in, the difficulties that the High Court faces. But one thing I will say with certainty, that I will try, and I will try my best. To conclude all of this, this occasion really means a lot to me. I am eternally grateful to all of you, and thank you once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Justice Ankhad, for those wonderful and honest words. With this, we come to an end of today's program. Do join us for a cup of tea. Thank you.